Okay guys, welcome back to some more TerraFirmaCraft. Yeah! And last episode I was all like frustrated and junk because of the chest being ultra small, and before we do anything else I want to run through all the stuff that I spawned in from the old world. This is what I have in my inventory. These were the tools. If stuff was like damaged, if I had like 2 of one damaged item, I tried to only give myself 1 of that item, you know. This is the food that we had. We had all these tools, and obviously bellows for the 2 bloomeries. And I'm just gonna give you a quick look. You can pause the video if you want to check. I tried my best, guys. I think I actually have less than I had in my old world. I didn't want to cheat, so this is what we had. And it just goes to show you, we fit all of this into 4 chests. Probably could have fitted into 3. And look how many chests it took in the new game to fit all of them. It took 6 chests, and I didn't even bring everything. So yeah, that's the first order of business. Hopefully this episode will be building our house in this awesome space. I'm going to have to take a look at all the local wood types though and see which ones we want to use for our building materials. We do have some bricks, as you saw, that we can use, but I'm kind of saving those for decorations because I don't think it'll be easy to find that type of stone around here, because this is a flux area, which is good anyway. But yeah, so let's check out these trees. Okay, this looks kind of interesting. Let's try this. Actually, let's get a sapling first. I'm gonna try and keep the wilderness as it is in this world, and not populate the area too badly with different species of trees. Come on now, work with me. I'm trying to keep you alive here. Trying to keep the wilderness safe and happy. If you don't give me one easily, I'm not gonna work for it. So should probably give me a sapling, or you'll probably die. I guess this tree doesn't want to live, so down it goes. And it is Aspen, which looks like this. It looks like a real like dull brownish green kind of color. Yeah, let's check out this stuff. Let's go for the low one so we can attempt to get a sapling. Okay. Right. Okay. No sapling. I can't wait for the scythe, dude. Or scythe, or however you pronounce it. Leave a comment. Okay, we got one. And it appears to be sycamore. Okay. This is probably going to be a real dull color as well, but we'll check it out anyway. Let's try that. Oh, it looks like oak. That's not bad. So here's this one, guys. Looks like a more vibrant orangey oak. So yeah, that's not bad. I don't mind that. That one's not bad at all. Okay. So there's that. And then there's these last really skinny tall trees that we need to check out. And then I think that'll cover the local flora. Yeah. Let's try and get a sapling, as usual, from these really skinny trees. Oh, it's brown. White cedar, huh? Okay. It's gonna be a white, eh? Okay, we should go get our bed and sleep. Let's replant this. We'll check out what the wood looks like, because this area is like a perfect spawning ground for monsters, and it's not lit up yet. We did just like basically get into the world. We don't have a base set up or anything, so we should just sleep right here, and then we'll check out the wood. Okay, it's white cedar, and it looks like a really, really pale white wood. So these are the 3 types of wood that we'll be able to use. Oops. Hope you guys leave some feedback in the comments as to, because I can change it around really easily in the house. I can just take it all down and rebuild it with the different types of wood. I personally am leaning towards this type, but like, for example, these two don't look all that bad, like, in contrast to each other. So I could use a combination of those. But yeah, so this is a really nice area, but I'm trying to think of actually where I want the house. I probably want the house in this clearing, and then over here could be something else. Or we could make the orchard in like this clearing and have a more modest house over in that corner, because the orchard is going to take up a lot of space because all the trees, I want maximum leaves. So yeah, that'll take up a decent amount of space. Ooh, that's another thing I wanted to mention. It was really hard to tell the numbers on the trees, so I guessed basically, but I tried my best. We did have one of every type of tree, at least one. We only had a couple of those, but yeah. So that's hopefully close. I hope I'll have a really guilty conscience. So yeah, I think we'll just build like a decent sized house over here. I do want to incorporate some stone into it though, so maybe we'll go for a stone flooring, but that means we can't have a basement, and I kind of dig basements for storage. Okay, well, I'll think about it and then I'll start recording whenever I figured something out. Okay, so I moved all our stuff over here instead of over here, because I was watching the my older video, and I kind of was thinking that I want to make that house, but one major problem that house had, it did not have enough space, so I couldn't make like a staircase to get to the attic where the things were stored. And I really want to like emulate what that house looked like, because I really like that house, but I want to make it bigger. So I was thinking, why are there random holes here? Is that a cave? Random distraction. Sorry, going back out. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly how much space I would want it to occupy. Maybe from here to, because the old house was about like this big, okay, right? Not all that much space inside, but okay, so if we went out further to like here, then that would be a decent sized house, and then there would still be room over here for the, what is it called, orchard. I could put, and I could even put the orchard like up here if I really wanted to, like up here on this this hillside. Like I could flatten it out a bit and then put like a retaining wall looking thing down, like make it level, flush, and then I could put down the trees. Even though I have a ton of trees, I would want to make the thing huge. When I do make it, it's going to be massive, my orchard. But yeah, this looks a lot more reasonable for house size than the old house was. So like this corner. So yeah, this is about the size it would be. Just to picture it in your head. Yeah. I should probably count the number of blocks though, because I want it to have a double door, and that means that it needs to be an even number of blocks. So yeah, I'll do that and I'll be back. Okay, so I moved all our stuff over here instead of over here, because I was watching the my older video, and I kind of was thinking that I want to make that house, but one major problem that house had, it did not have enough space, so I couldn't make like a staircase to get to the attic where the things were stored. And I really want to like emulate what that house looked like, because I really like that house, but I want to make it bigger. So I was thinking, why are there random holes here? Is that a cave? Random distraction. Sorry, going back out. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly how much space I would want it to occupy. Maybe from here to, because the old house was about like this big, okay, right? Not all that much space inside, but okay, so if we went out further to like here, then that would be a decent sized house, and then there would still be room over here for the, what is it called, orchard. I could even put the orchard like up here if I really wanted to, like up here on this this hillside. Like I could flatten it out a bit and then put like a retaining wall looking thing down, like make it level, flush, and then I could put down the trees. Even though I have a ton of trees, I would want to make the thing huge. When I do make it, it's going to be massive, my orchard. But yeah, this looks a lot more reasonable for house size than the old house was. So like this corner. So yeah, this is about the size it would be. Just picture it in your head. Yeah. I should probably count the number of blocks though, because I want it to have a double door, and that means that it needs to be an even number of blocks. So yeah, I'll do that and I'll be back. Well, it happened. I fell in a hole. I guess one of these pieces of grass was a floating piece of grass, and I walked on it and it collapsed into a little 2x1 hole. So yeah, but anyway, I wanted to make an update anyways. I moved this 5 blocks this way because there was a lot more room on this side than over there next to that hillside, and actually cut a bit out of this. And I think actually, now that I'm actually looking at it on camera, and I just freaking broke my shovel, I'm gonna move it 2 more this way so that there's more walking space around the house. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to make a new shovel here. This is not gonna cut it. Okay. Also lag spike. Yeah, and this will be the new size of the house. And then back here will most likely be where the forge, bloomeries, and other shenanigans will be. Not sure how many stories I actually want to make this thing. It'll probably be at least 2, and then maybe a basement. But there will be a lot of different rooms inside of here. I actually want to make like a little desk space with my scribing table and whatnot, just for kicks, just for gits and shiggles. Yeah. Alright, so now what we should do is decide what kind of blocks we use to build it. And what do I do with the wood? Well, I have a bunch of sequoia that we can use, and we also can use the sycamore because I don't mind the way the sycamore looks. So if we did use wood, there would be 1 layer like this, and then on the corners, like I usually do, there would be, I don't have any stone to make a shovel with because, yeah, I didn't bring any with me from the move because I figured out, well, if I need some, I'll just go get it. So on the corners, there would be either a brick substance, like granite, for example, or there would be a cobblestone. I don't have any cobblestone to demonstrate, so this would be the way it would look. And then right here there would be glass. Actually, no, it wouldn't look like this. There would be, okay, yeah, it would look like that. And then there would be, it would be either that or sequoia. So trying to think of which one I'd like better. Sequoia will be harder to get more of once we're done, because it is, we don't have any sequoias around, obviously. We just have the sycamores, the aspens, and the white cedars. Oh god, Skype. No. Okay, they won't answer, or they won't bother me again if I don't answer that. Also, these eggs are an awesome source of food. I'm totally making a chicken farm. So I'm right now leaning a bit more towards the sequoia because I like the sequoia wood more. I think that's what we'll do. We'll go sequoia. We'll get rid of that, and then maybe, you know what, you guys don't need to see this. I'll be back whenever I'm ready to start building. Also, I forgot to mention that you won't see any more sycamores. Well, yeah, I guess they regrew since I replanted them. But yeah, that's why my inventory was full of sycamore logs, because I went and harvested all the sycamores thinking that we would build it out of that. And now I'm having second thoughts and thinking that we should actually build it out of that, because when I look at the amount of sequoia we have, it's not really that much, and we should treat it as a valuable, I think. So we're not going to use it to build our whole house. We will be using the sycamore. Also, why is this dirt different than that dirt? Weird. Anyway, yeah, that's why my inventory was filled with that. Also, I wanted to mention that they seem to have nerfed the breaking difficulty of these blocks, because they used to be ridiculously hard to break, and now they break about as fast as cobble. So yeah, side note, that's cool. And also, I don't want to use the granite bricks to build either, because we might not get any more of those for a while. I know that the jungle, welcome to the jungle. There's a jungle that has, pretty much all jungles are going to have granite in them. I know now that the biomes are based, like all biomes, like a jungle biome will always have granite, or a jungle hills biome, pardon. And this biome, whatever it is, Hills 9 will always have flux. That much I know now for certain, because I did research when I was exploring to look for flux. So yeah. Yeah, I know I'm not ready to build yet, but I wanted to share that information with you. Alright, so I want to start building, but first I want to make another stone shovel. So I think we're going to do our first attempt at napping. So I believe this is what you do. You just throw it in your thing, and then you try and make a shovel. So let me think about this. Okay, now I know. It is like this. Whoa. Oh, no. Put that one back. No, I think I broke it. Ah, crap. Yeah, I messed it up. Whoopsie. Yeah, not sure. I didn't mean to click that one. So, looks like we need to try this again. What happens whenever you take them all away? Is it just like you broke it? Boom. Did I just throw that on the ground? Okay, try this one more time. And don't. Did I just mess it up again? Rage. Oh, I picked that up apparently. Okay, let's try this one more time. Here we go. Like this. And then up the sides. Yes! We got it, okay. Cool. Stone shovel head. All the sticks we got from harvesting all that wood. Oh yeah, I forgot to explain that. You're like, where do you get all these sycamore planks? I went for a couple more runs around the area and collected a lot more sycamore. You might see a few more planted around, because I did get 2 saplings for every tree. So I planted a couple more around the edge. Yep. And that's how I got that. And I think I should make another axe as well. I'm going to have to look up what that is too, aren't I? Oh, no, I remember what it is. Never mind. I actually looked it up. Okay, so like this. And then these 2. And then it should come down to a point like that, right? Or no, like this. There we go. Axe head. Cool. I really like this new way of doing things. But the thing is, you don't need a crafting bench to make tools. So it's basically straight to like axe. Like you don't have to do anything special. So now I have a new axe for fixing mistakes we make. And also I did do this. I was kind of curious how you make bricks out of a little tiny rock. But yeah, that's actually how you do it. You put it in there and there, and you get limestone brick. So I think that's what we're going to be using. It doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look amazing either. So yeah, I'll just show you guys. Here's what it looks like. And then when you put the wood next to it, like so, doesn't look terrible. Although I think I am going to have to do the corners extending out a block as well. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to lay out the frame, and then I will be back. Okay, so I realized I needed a lot more limestone, so I was going to make a mine. And I've been noticing that it's really strange. You just saw it right there, is that a lot of the time you get nothing, which I'm sure is on purpose, but it's really weird to break a block and then have nothing happen like that. It's just, like, for me, it's like mind-blowing. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a 5 by 5 tunnel. Or maybe, here, on the spot, this is what I'm thinking I'm actually going to do. I'll do a 5 by 4. So this, it will be 3 high and 4, well, the tunnel itself will actually be, I guess that wouldn't be a, yeah, it'll be 3 high. Was it a 4 by 5 before? Yeah, it was a 4 by 5 before. I want it to be 3 high, 4 wide, so that whenever, oh goody, now I have to attempt to make a pickaxe. Alright, we'll do that on camera. I think this is how it goes, because that's the way the plan is. Just get all these bottom ones. Sometimes you can actually manage to put it back. Yeah, alright, I didn't screw that one up. That one I know. That one I have down. Alright, so new stone pickaxe. Yeah, so this is the way I want it to look. I'll just dig out the rest of this. And then I'm going to use supports on this tunnel because doing anything else would be stupid. And I'm going to put them on the side like this. And then like this. So it's going to be like a 3 by 3, and then on the side there will be these supports to hold up the ceiling and make it much less likely to collapse. So yeah, that's the way I'm going to do my mine. We actually get like a lot of rock from doing this now with the way things are, so maybe it won't take me as long as I thought it would originally. Okay, so I was digging this out and I realized I don't actually know how much support these beams give to a cave or a tunnel. So I wanted to do some research and I looked it up on the wiki. And the wiki says it holds up a 9 by 9 by 2. But I want to do a little bit of experimenting just to see. So, oops, that's not what I meant to do. I can just grab that out of there. So what we're going to do, we're just going to make a little 2 high thing here. And then we're going to throw down some limestone rock on top of it, see how much it holds. So it actually did not hold that up. That's kind of disappointing. Maybe if I were to, oh goody, I gotta do another one of these on camera, eh? Just makes it more likely that I'm gonna screw it up. Alright, well, so far so good. Just gotta click out the rest of these and that should work. Okay. Alright, so I should have done that before I started recording, but no matter. Onwards with adventure. Actually, no, not onwards with adventure, because the monsters are gonna ruckus me if I don't fall asleep. Alright, here we go. Can I stop being interrupted? Okay, so that should have held it up, but maybe it needs to be placed beforehand on top of a block, and then when I break this, it'll stay up. No, it doesn't. Maybe I need horizontal as well in order to prevent the falling. So do I have any logs? No, I have these two, I guess, so I can do this and this should work. Now I have 8 horizontal, so so that holds, hold up, I keep, like, this is really confusing for me using this limestone rock. Okay, so now with the horizontal beams involved, maybe it's because the top beam needs to be horizontal. So by themselves, the vertical support beams do absolutely nothing besides support the block directly above them. But if this top part is a horizontal beam, you can't do that, huh? Well, how about this? How about if I get rid of that and then place a horizontal? Yeah, so now this is horizontal. Now I can get rid of this. No, I can't. It needs to be connected to a block. So it's weird because the picture on the wiki just had like 2 verticals, and then on top of the verticals there was a line of cobble extending out to show the distance that it extended, or that it holds up. So let's try this. Ow. And then let's do, okay, that's 7. I wish that didn't hurt me. That's really obnoxious. Okay. I think there's still bugs in the game for that. So if I do this and put a vertical on, or a horizontal on top, I keep forgetting that this dust is actually cobblestone. Okay. So if I do that, and then I put a horizontal here, and then that, how far will this extend? Oops. Okay. Alright, so that seems Okay, so wait a minute. I'm still kind of sketched out on this. Give me this. Oh dear. Well, that's really realistic, but I lost... Oh, no, I didn't. They went straight into my inventory. I was trying to make it so that I could make... It's really weird, though, because I want to... I don't want to have to... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Failing with my hotkeys. There we go. I don't want to have to use horizontal support beams, but it looks like I'm going to have to. So let's just make sure. Yeah. Okay, so this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then collapse. Okay, that much is correct then on the wiki. And then it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, collapse. And then obviously it's going to extend as much in the other direction. But I want to know if this block counts, like if this counts as one of the blocks from the horizontal. So this should be 2, 3, 4, collapse. Okay. So the verticals don't actually hold anything up. You need verticals attached to horizontals. So what I'm doing right now in my mine shaft is actually doing nothing, and it has been not caving in thanks to pure luck alone. So that means that we're going to have to change some things. So I'll be back whenever I've cleaned this up. Okay, so now what I'm thinking is that I'm going to have to put verticals on the side like this, and then horizontals up top like this. But that results in weird lighting glitches that I don't like. But I think that's the way we're going to have to do it if we want to hold up blocks. The question that I was really asking myself, though, is how many blocks before we have to place another one of these things? And it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, like this one right here. This one is the last, or wait, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is the last block it'll hold up, and then after another, on the 5th block, or after another 4 blocks on the 5th block, that's where we'd have to place another one, because the other one will hold another 4 blocks going this way. So yeah, that's, yeah. But I've been distracted basically this episode from our real goal, which is like to actually make a house. So we have this much limestone brick now. I'm going to actually keep half of that for tools. And we should be able to make a decent go at building the frame at least for our house. So this is the way it'll look. Yep. And then make wood around the outside. And I'm not going to build this on camera. Sorry. But yeah, that's the way it's going to be. So I'll be back whenever I finish making this beautiful. Okay, so the frame is done. I really like it so far. And I'm having little ideas here about little design things I can do. It's kind of weird, I know. I'm just having these little, like, I'm thinking like if I did not eat. If I did that, that would look pretty cool, and then I could put the rest of the floor down. So we'll put those in all the corners now. And then for now the floor is going to have to stay grass. Don't worry, I will definitely change it into something much more, how you say, pretty. So yeah, that'll change. Also, I haven't seen any animals in this clearing, and it's kind of a huge animal spawning ground, which makes me kind of worried. And I harvested a bunch of sand from this pit. It's kind of disgusting right now, but I'll fix it later. And made a temporary forge back here. I'm trying to cook glass and failing. So if you know why I can't cook glass, like it says it requires a really high temperature on the forums. I'm not exactly sure how I would increase the temperature of a forge. I'm using coal, which is supposed to be hotter than charcoal, but nothing's happening. I guess I can look it up real quick, but besides that, everything's going good. I'm not too worried about much anymore. We got a nice little house here, and I realized that this house isn't actually much bigger than the old house is. Like the old house is probably about here, and it's only like 4 blocks bigger. But this house has a lot more potential for upstairs because it has enough room to make a staircase inside. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna look up what's up with the forge, maybe do a little bit more mining, and then I will be back. Alright, here. So, confirmation, this does work. It just takes a long time, I guess. Yeah, so now we have some glass. We need actually, of course we need one more to turn it into glass panes, but we actually are running out of time and I didn't realize it before that last cut. So this is all we're going to do today. Our frame is done. We have a general plan going. We know what we're going to do. But yeah, we're all done for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I sure enjoyed making it. I was kind of dragging my feet on this episode because I really didn't want to deal with the chests and stuff. And also I realize now, I hope you guys have been freaking out in the comments or something because I forgot to bring my redstone to this world. So I'll have to do that before next episode as well. I'll have to watch the video then. Yeah, this takes a really long time and it gives you no indication of when the glass is going to be done. But that's besides the point. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.